Dewan, you're on Heart of the Matter.
Hey, Shawn, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. This is Dewan Pike from Ogden.
Uh-huh.
I had a question about the Mormon so-called secret society. I watched an episode where you were talking about the secret rooms and the different levels. And I'm a Southern Baptist.
Uh-huh.
And God says, come as you are. Now, my cousin just married a Mormon girl, and we weren't allowed to go to the temple because we haven't been blessed. Now, my question is, who decides who's worthy enough to go in the temple or not?
Great question, Dewan. This is exactly how it works. You go to church and award. So first thing, you have to be a member. That means you've joined by baptism. You receive the Holy Ghost by a priesthood holder laying his hands on you. And then you continue to go on, and let's say you become an adult or you are an adult. You pay your tithing, and then you want to go to the temple. You go to your bishop, and your bishop interviews you and or your spouse, and they ask you a series of 12 to 20 questions, and they all have to do with your worthiness. Do you obey the Sabbath day? Do you obey the law of tithing? Do you obey the word of wisdom? Do you do this? Do you do that? All these questions. Do you believe Joseph Smith restored the true gospel? Do you associate with any apostate groups? All these different questions, and you answer them. That bishop then signs a recommend. I think they still do it this way. And then you go to a member of the stake presidency. And that stake is an area that contains about 7 congregations. And then that member of that presidency, there's 3 of them, you interview with one of them, and they go through and they ask you the very same questions. And then you answer, and if he deems you worthy, meaning you've answered correctly to all of them, he signs your recommend. And then when you go to the temple, you show that recommend, and then you get to go in.
So you basically have to take an S.A.T. test just to be able to get into the temple.
Yeah, a moral S.A.T. test. And what's really interesting about that is when you walk into the temple, the first thing you do is you go into their locker rooms, and there's locks on all the lockers. So everybody in there is saying, I'm worthy, I'm worthy, I'm worthy. And the first thing you see are locks on all the lockers. I never got that when I was Mormon. I'm like, what's going on here? Shouldn't it be open? But yeah, you know, it's really funny the way it works, dude. And every single question that they ask, you are almost lying to everyone, even if you really in your heart believe you're telling the truth.
Oh,
are you honest in all your dealings with your fellow man? Well, I'll tell you right now, this morning my wife asked me if she looked good in the dress she was wearing, and I said yes. I'm in trouble. You know, so it's just built on deception. And that whole thing is a facade, and it's horrible. Did that help?
Yes, it does. I want to tell you, Shawn, I think you should be a national show, and I love your show, dude.
Thanks, Dawn. God bless you.
You too.
Bye-bye.